Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back with another video. I thought I'd just talk about some of my random thoughts for some reason, but yeah, I thought I'd like to make a video, but I thought I'd cover a range of different thoughts that are going through my mind. And one of the things I was hoping to talk about, as I often do, is Italian football. As if anyone who's watched my channel will probably know, I do talk about Italian football a lot, as well as my other quirky ideas as well. But yeah, so I know Italian football can be a bit racist, but I was thinking with the migrant situation in Europe, if anyone knows about, I'm sure most people know about the migrant situation in Europe, but obviously a lot of migrants from Africa because of the fact that African countries are or many of them are on the border between what is the first part of Europe, really, or either Africa, either Italy or Spain are the first parts of Europe that you get to from the Mediterranean. So I suppose a lot of migrants come from Africa and different countries around Africa to Italy or Spain. And as a fan of Italian football, I thought it'd be great to see improved relations between Italians and Africans, which I hope would benefit both communities, really, especially Italian football itself, but also obviously if the relations are improved, obviously the life of Nigerians and Cameroonians and others that go to Italy, often escaping human rights violations or things like that. Obviously, if they're treated better in Italy, it will be a lot better for them. And I think that it'd be great to integrate them through football. As a fan of Italian football, because I only support Italy for football, and it would be great if Italians perhaps in return helped things like African businesses or African technology development and things like that. So I think it would be great to see, in my mind's eye or imagination or whatever you want to call it, I thought it'd be great to see like different sort of leagues or tourneys as I call them, and cups and things like even a miniature sort of version of a World Cup where all the migrants in Italy or different groups, like some of the Asian migrants from Malaysia or India, Indonesia, Singapore, the Philippines, even China or elsewhere, and a lot of the different migrants basically from different countries that go to Italy, if they could get their own team together, like Nigerian migrants, Cameroonian migrants, and migrants from all over the world that go to Italy and play against Italian players, which hopefully will help Italians to practice, and maybe in the future a lot of those players could play for Italy. And again, I know Italians can be quite racist, but maybe this is a bit of a pipe dream of mine, but I think it'd be great if somehow through football or soccer for any Americans, or calcio, which is the Italian word for football, which as far as I'm aware means kick as well. But anyway, yeah, so if football could bring people together in that way, and maybe even the Italian FA and the government and politicians generally and councils in Italy worked with FIFA and UEFA and others to sort of, I know there is some work already being done in this area, like with charities and NGOs, so I hope it will be further expanded. But yeah, my idea basically, like I say, is, or one of my ideas is to have like a miniature World Cup between, as I say, different countries, different countries of origin where migrants come from, which go to Italy, like I say, Nigeria, Cameroon, Kenya, and other such places. Some of the Asian countries as well, some of the Asian nations, which go to Italy, and as I say, hopefully will improve relations, which will hopefully improve the quality of life and make things better for both Italians and migrants as well. But I, as a fan of Italian football, as I've been an Italian football fan since I was young, a fan of Italian football since I was young, I think it'd be great to see that improvement, which will hopefully benefit Italian football. And I think for Italians who love football, if you look at Brazil, that's quite a mixed country throughout history, and they're the only country which other than Germany, probably them and Germany, but they're one of only two countries perhaps which arguably are more successful in international football than Italy is throughout history, and over recent years they've been more successful than Italy, and over the last say 20 or maybe a bit longer than that, years, because a couple of World Cups that Italy won were a long time ago, or even the first Euro that we won was a long time ago. But yeah, so hopefully that will encourage Italians to see that maybe Italy could have players like Brazil, and also France. They've done quite well recently with their football team, with a lot of players from African origin. Like they've had players like Zidane, who's Algerian, but also many like Pogba and players like that who have African ancestry, like people like Thierry Henry in the past, some really good footballers. So if Italy in the future could produce those players, I'm not saying all the players should be black or whatever, but I think having a mixture, having diversity in football would be perhaps a benefit. So as ever, I'd love to hear what you think about that idea. But yeah, so Brazil and France have really gained a lot through having a mixture of European and African ancestry. So maybe that could benefit Italian football in the longer term, and also having a pool of more players to choose from would also benefit, arguably benefit Italian football, I'm sure. And again, hopefully it'll make the Africans better off in Italy as well. We'll hopefully make Italians treat them better as well. So hopefully it'll be a mutual benefit, and Italy could perhaps return the favour if Italian football benefits from having migrants. It could return the favour by supporting technology and business across Africa. And this is an idea I was thinking of covering next week, but while the idea is fresh in my head, I might cover it now, and then maybe even cover it again next week or every Monday. But talking about migrational policy, and when it comes to Italy, obviously I'm not in a position to, and I wouldn't want to force this, but this is my idea, and it's like basically a suggestion, which is what I suppose all ideas are. But I think it would be interesting if the migrational policy of Italy was to have, I think anyone who comes in legally should be welcomed, and I think the main priority should be given to those who have a talent for football, and also those from countries that were colonized by Italy, but hopefully some of them would be good at football as well, especially when given the training and opportunities that a more wealthier country like Italy can give. Like say someone from Ethiopia might be good at football, or someone from Tunisia or Eritrea, but they might not have the opportunities that they would have if they go to Italy. And yeah, I think it'd be great if Italy could produce players like Zidane, who did so well for France. He's probably one of the best players I've ever seen, if not the best player I've ever seen. And players like Randaunotica are probably, their ancestry is quite mixed between European and African. So again, I think that could benefit Italian football in the long run. But because I only support Italy for football, obviously it's easier for me to just think about how it could benefit Italian football. And so I lost my train of thought again. There's something else I was going to say, but yeah, excuse me. Sorry. As well as think about like those football tournaments and playing football together, how that could improve migration. I think also how that can improve relations, like with migrants and Italians. I'll say by playing football and practicing together. There was another idea I had, but it slipped from my mind. But yeah. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, so I think that it would be great if people in Italy also, like, one crazy idea I have, another mad idea I have is like people across Italy to like wear the Italian football kit. So like even schools to encourage Italian football, like as to be Italian football kits to be like the uniform, and also maybe even place of work as much as possible could have like people wearing the Italian kit, so that can sort of cement relations and make migrants feel more at home when they're in Italy, because like everyone wears the same sort of kit, which could be like a uniform. So if they wear the national team, it could bring migrants from Arab countries and Africa and Asia and around the world to feel more at home in Italy, or feel more that they're part of Italian culture, maybe. Although part of me wouldn't want it to be forced, but I think it'd be, as an Italian fan, I think it'd be pretty cool as an idea. On another note, again, another idea I was thinking of discussing on another day, maybe on Friday, is that former Italian footballer Roberto Baggio has made that, a while back. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but he made his own Buddhist temple or Buddhist center. And I was thinking it'd be great if Italians instead, like former Italian players or even Italian players now, or even businesses, donated to build like football centers, training centers, especially for younger Italians to play football. But yeah, so this video has gone on a bit. I think a lot, so I have a lot of ideas, but I think that'll be enough ideas to cover for now. But yeah, maybe I'll get my ideas. Hopefully I'll get them on paper a bit better before I talk about them on YouTube. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope some people out there enjoyed this video, and if so, please consider leaving a like, and I am out. Peace and love.